Okay, so far we've figured out where the sunrise, sunset in the summer, sunrise, sunset in the winter, and basically we're just saying that the sun at noon is due south. Okay, so right here, these are the points that I want to use. Now, if we go to a 4-coordinate view, we have this thing, right? If we go to the front view, I think it's this one right there. So we notice that we have an elevation right here on these numbers. So we're gonna try to get each of these elevation plugged in for the south, okay? Now, notice that the spring equinox and the fall equinox are almost the same. So, you know, round it off, they'll be at 56 degrees. This is 56.12. This is 55.94. And if we didn't want to draw this two solar diagram path, we could kind of just say that it's at 56 degrees and call it good. It's a little bit lazy way of doing things, but then that's kind of what I did for the winter, I'm sorry, for the spring and fall equinox in the sunrise sunset, right? Oh, I forgot to draw that, huh? So for the fall and for the equinoxes, spring, autumnal, autumnal fall, and vernal spring, what we're going to do is to draw a line across the two ways. Oops. And that will be where the sunrise and sunsets during the equinox. Okay, so these are the little lines that we need. And now what we're going to do is try to figure out what the elevation would be for the high noon. Okay, so during the summer, the elevation is going to be 79.39 degrees. What we are going to do is to take this thing and take this line that represents where the summer sun is going to be. We're going to rotate that. I believe I could do it in rotate 3D, but let me see. Let me try that. Rotate 3D. Or if we go to this icon right here, it is the right mouse button. We'll say select the object to rotate. I'm going to select this one in the perspective view, and then start a rotation axis. Rotation axis is going to be, I believe, sideways over here. So I'm going to put that right there and put that right there. So which is the axis of rotation. And then it's asking me first reference point. So it'll be similar to what we just did with the azimuth. But right here, right now it says copy no. I'm going to say copy yes. So the first point is this point right here. And notice that little guideline, it's telling me which way I'm going to rotate, right? So if I click on here and rotate this way, and noticing the coordinate system right there is still giving me a negative number. I'm going to plug in negative, what is it, 79.39? Negative 79.39. And then enter. And that gives me like a little stick up the center of this circle right here. That is the position of the sun at high noon. Is that part clear? Okay.
I have a question. Why do we have to, like, I see what you're saying with it, but do we need that, or like?
Yes, we do. Please hold your question until the end of the video.
Okay.
Okay. So we have this point right here, and what we're going to, just so that I don't confuse you with all these different lines, we're just going to deal with the summer solar path first. So we have in this way, I should hide this one right now, hide. Okay, that angle right there. This angle right here is, whoops. This angle that I drew right here, right now, is that, whoops. Is at 79 degrees. It's hard to annotate and do this at the same time, but 79.39 degrees. That's what that angle is. Okay. So if we have that clear, what I'm going to do is to follow this point, and this point to find the path of the sun. Okay. And to do that, I'm going to use my ARCH tool, which is here, fourth tool down. And I'm going to smush this down on the extension right here because what I want is the ARCH start and a point on ARCH and then the end of ARCH. So that means I have to click on the right mouse button on the second tool down. It basically looks like ARCH with the 3 points right on its ARCH. And then start point is here. The point on the ARCH is that line that the stick that I put up. And then the end point is at the end of the sunset. Okay. And that gives me a 3-dimensional view of this ARCH. This is a path that your sun is traveling. When you look at this pattern from the top, it will look very similar to the chart that you are downloading from the Sun Earth tool. Okay. I'm going to do the same method or same thing with the summer solstice or the winter solstice. We'll just we just did the summer solstice. Sorry, we'll do the same thing with the winter solstice, and we'll do the same with the equinox as well. For the equinox, I'm just going to say that it is 56 degrees, so I don't have to make this twice. Okay, so I'm going to rotate this this southern line first. So rotate 3D. Select the object. Enter when done. Start center rotation, and then the axis of rotation. So I'm setting up my spinny lines, right?
Hinge.
And then copy, yes. And first reference point is that, and I'm going to go up again. And noticing the coordinate, it is still going at a negative angle. And so I'm going to say negative. I was doing winter, right? So 32.51. 32.51. And then enter. Did I enter?
Yeah, it's there.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
it is. It's hiding. Okay.
Maybe a different color or something would.
Yeah, it would. Okay. Layer. Okay, sun. I'm going to go and say sun summer, sun winter. Summer, and then make another layer. Put maybe orange. Okay, and then sun winter. And then I'll do the same for the equinox. This sun equinox. That has another color. Okay. So the sun summer, it's going to be this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy. I'm going to put that as the sun summer. And then for the winter, I'm going to put this as the current layer. So I just draw right on it and do the same ARCH start. Smush down, right mouse button, select where the sun is rising in the winter. the middle of the day, so the middle point right there, and then at the sunset location. There it is. So that would be the winter sun path. So let me try to get this guy, and that guy all on the sun winter. And then when we look at this, you'll have this two arc happening like that. Okay. For the equinox, I'll do the same equinox, put that as a current layer, and then rotate this thing again. So rotate 3D. Select that, and then select the rotation axis. Select where I'm going to rotate this from, and bring this up to, what was that?
56, I think you wanted to
right?
do. Yeah.
Huh?
I think you wanted to do 56.
Negative 56.
Negative 56.
And then enter, and there it is. Okay, so that guy is my solar path at noon. So I'm going to do that arc thing again on the path. So from the sunrise point, noon point, and the sunset point. And set this to sun at the equinox. So there I have the three paths of the sun that showing in 3 dimensions. Okay. What's going to be important for us is to have this, and this angle to place into our building. Okay. For that, it is another instruction, but what we're trying to get is to copy this. I'll just preview this thing. Copy. Actually, that might be another video, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
So this is basically how to do the sun path. And all we're going to do is to model this as such. So we could use these lines and use this top view for our for our diagrams. Okay.